It's Sunday, June 25th, getting close to 11 o'clock. Last few days we've picked up some heat. We had temperatures yesterday that hit 90, and then the overnights have been 50s or low 50s. So the plants have been picking up a lot better growth. Today's the problem. It's supposed to be mid-90s, which is almost too hot for what everything's used to. But with the heat, the tomatoes have been doing better. We've got blooms and a couple of fruit sets, and not getting as much overgrowth as I did last year. A little less nitrogen, I think, is working out better. Peppers, not as bushy as last year, but like I said, I've cut back on the nitrogen and picking up, getting some blossoms and bulbs. So there's Anaheims, jalapenos, and serranos. Heat's going to be good for them. And then the summer squash, those are the starts I put in a few weeks ago. I fed them once with the 4-10-10. I was thinking the bag of soil was maybe a little too wet, and they've been looking better, but I may throw some Epsom salts in there. Normally those things, you plant them and they should just do pretty good on their own. So I may try to add the Epsom salts. And then the pumpkin patch. It was a few days ago, I thinned everything out to 1 pumpkin per bag, and I fed with 1616. So their shot of food just started a couple of days ago. I did a heavy overhead watering yesterday, but they're cool weather and they don't grow too fast. They've grown a lot more in the last few days than they have the last month. So waiting for them a few more inches or when they lay over, and then get them up on the hog panels. But, everything's going so far, haven't lost any. Winter squash, those are doing real good in the hay bale. And then the butternuts, they came up a little bit later, a little bit smaller, but they've put out some of the true leaves, so I think they'll make it. Dill's doing really good, no aphids yet. And these 2 plants that I was assuming were cucumbers coming up, volunteers from last year, aren't. They're pumpkins. They've spread out enough on the leaf developments. I figured it out about a week ago. I was debating whether to leave them, but I like the cucumbers. So this cucumber I planted from one of the seed pods, put it in, and I've got 1 more each behind both of those pumpkins. So to get through this heat, I'm leaving the pumpkins in, let those cucumbers get established, and then I'll probably cut the pumpkins out. And then planted cantaloupe, I got some starts. I figured I would just give it a try since I don't have beans in here this year. I don't think it's going to be a hot enough summer to get anything, but who knows. I'll just see how they do. And got the corn in from the peat pots about a week ago. It's been taken off, and one problem I've had this year I didn't have last year is something's coming in and nibbling at them and pulling them out. So I planted 12 and now I'm down to 10. So I think probably a mouse or maybe a rat or something. I haven't seen a squirrel around, but that's a possibility too. It seems to happen overnight. So I may go inside today and grab some more seeds and get them in to get some late starts going. This is not this early sweet corn, this is a late corn, so I may have time if I lose a whole bunch more. But that's about it. I'll probably update in a couple of weeks. Right now I gotta see how these things make it through the heat and be prepared to give them a good shot of water in the morning.